Hey guys, this is for Friday, March 3rd. If you are in my second or third session, you are definitely going to have to watch this. If you were in class for for fourth or fifth session, you can rewatch this if you have any questions. So I'm going to just run through this warm-up quick because it is a sphere. So this is a little challenging because I wanted to start with working backwards. And we are finding the diameter of the sphere. So surface area of a sphere is this equation here. And we're just going to plug in what surface area that they gave us. And then write the 4 pi r squared. Okay, so we need to solve for r in order to get our diameter. We need to solve for r in order to get our diameter. So what I did is divided by 4 first. That cancels out the 4 here, and then I'm left with 176.625 equals pi r squared. And then you're going to have to divide by pi. Now, it doesn't have to be perfectly exact. You can say 3.14 instead for ease, if you'd like. It doesn't matter to me which way you do it. So when that happens, we get r squared equals 56.22. Then to get r by itself, you're going to have to take the square root of both sides. And when you get that, you get approximately 7.5. So that is my radius. So I need my diameter. Diameter is your radius times 2. And 7.5 times 2 is 15 feet. Okay, now I'm not going to do all of these problems. Let's see which ones I did. Okay, so I did this one. I'm just going to run through a couple of these so you guys have some practice. Okay, so first off, we have our diameter here, which is 14.4. I need to get my radius because I can't use diameter in my equation. So I need to do 14.4 divided by 2. So my radius is 7.2. I'm going to plug that in. So surface area equals 4 pi times 7.2 squared. Oh, this is a hemisphere, so I need to do, it's half a sphere or divide by 2. So I'm going to have to put this one over 2 and this one. Oops, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Nope. And this one over 6. So I'm going to do the 7.2 squared first, which is 51.84. And then over 2. I'm going to multiply the 4 and the 51.84, which is 207.36 pi, and then over 2. You can divide that out, and again, it doesn't matter to me which way you do this, okay? So I'm just going to leave the pi there for sake of ease here. So my surface area would be 103.68 pi feet squared. Now for the volume, we have 4 pi times 7.2 cubed. 7.2 cubed means you do it 3 times. So 7.2 times 7.2 times 7.2, not 7.2 times 3. 7.2 to the third power is 373.248. Oops, that's off the thing there. And remember, you multiply those together and leave it as a fraction or as a decimal as long as possible until your end. So I have 1,492 0.992 pi over 6. I'm going to just divide those out, and I don't really care if it's a decimal here, so 248.8 pi feet cubed. And you can get rid of the pi if you want, and do the decimals if you would rather do that, okay? Okay, next, let's see. Oh yeah, I want to go to one of these. Okay, so these ones are more working backward ones. Okay, so this is saying volume. We're just going to find the radius. So we don't need to use the surface area one. We just need to use the volume. And because this is a whole entire sphere, we are going to use that same equation for volume, not with the 6 on the bottom. If you guys remember back to algebra and solving equations, first step is to get rid of the fractions. So we're going to multiply both sides by 3. When we multiply the 2,304 by 3, we get 6,912 pi equals 4 pi r cubed. Now, we want to keep getting that down to r cubed if possible. So divide by 4. That gives me 1,728 equals pi r to the third. Divide by pi or divide by 3.14, whatever you want to do. And I got r is approximately 550, and if it's rounded, it's 550.0. So r to the third is a little bit different than r squared, right? So when we try to get r by itself, we need to do the cubed root. So it looks like this. And we're going to do that to both sides. And when we do that, we get r is approximately 8.2. So that would be 8.2 inches, because our units are up here. This is different than the square root, okay? So this is called an index. If you don't have that there, you need to change your answer when you are finding the radius and volume, okay? Because it's r cubed, not r squared. So now we'll take a look at the surface area one, and again, we don't need to use the volume, and this is a hemisphere, so we need to do over 2. Our surface area that they give us is 1,356.48. There is no pi there. So then I have 4 pi r squared. I'm going to over 2. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2 first to get rid of that fraction. 2 times 1,356.48 is 2,712.96 equals 4 pi r squared. You would divide both sides by 4. And again, this isn't the nicest number. I got 215.8905 equals, oh no, I think I divided it by pi too here. I forgot. So I divided it by 4 and pi all in one step and got r squared by itself. And then to get r by itself, you need to take the square root. Now this is just the square root, so you don't need to do that little 3. And the square root of 215.8905 is approximately 14.7. So this would be 14.7 feet is the radius. We will work more on these types of questions next week and the week after, because I think these types of questions are important to understand and to know. Working backwards is definitely something that we do a lot of. Okay, writing about math. So you have WAM 2.4 today. You are finding the surface area and the volume of the sphere shown today. So first sentence can be surface area. What is your surface area? Second could be what's your volume? Third, does the surface area, so answer this question here, when the radius doubles, does the surface area double? So you can say, you know, the surface area does/does not double when the radius doubles, and then 4 would be explaining why. You might have to do like a practice problem to answer this question. So instead of, so you have your surface area and your volume for 2 inches, right? Then try to answer these ones using 4 inches, because that would be doubling the, radius. Send me an email if you have any questions, and I will see you guys all on Monday. Have a good one. Bye.